id asks, give me to this Chetan, to this conscious mind. But superego, which is part of unconscious mind, same as the id also part of unconscious mind, then superego stop it because a lot of goodness, that is Satyagun, present in superego. And superego stop to id, please don't ask. Id continue asking. Then a mediator come between these two, that is ego. Ego mediate between superego and the id. Okay, make a plan. Okay, how I will take this with planning. The responsibility of super ego completed and responsibility or wish or desire of id completed. Therefore, ego maintain or work as a mediator, as Sigmund Freud told. Same Lord Sri Krishna told 5,000 years ago in Bhagavad Gita. He told that behavior or nature or swabhav and self-activeness of a human beings affected by three natural materialistic mode of nature, and these three materialistic mode are Sattva, Raj and Tam. If I take a comparison between Freud to Bhagavad Gita, then superego is Sattvagun, the id is Tamasgun, and the ego is Rajasgun. Rajasgun is a working gun and controlling good, and it is mediator good or group who mediate between these two, the ego and then superego. So Lord Krishna had told this 5,000 years ago. There are three things, three elements of nature control behavior of humans being. Same Sigmund Freud told in his personality development theory. So, Sri Lord Krishna told in verse 37 of chapter 3 what? That the desire of sex or the lustiness born in contact with mode of passion, rajas, that is rajas, and later transformed into anger. If anyone impede for this lustiness, if anyone impede or interrupt this way of lustiness, the way of strong desire, then anger develops later on. As Sri Krishna told, this listlessness is very devouring, very eating, very devouring of all. It eat everything. Mind, intelligence, discretions, knowledge, everything. Eat, devouring, and never satisfy. Never satisfy. It burn like a fire, always non-stoppable fire, as fire, non-stoppable. Very dangerous, very sinful. So, the sinful activity done by or created by this lustness, desire of sex. We again compare this 5,000 years ago, the preach of Lord Krishna told to Arjun about this lustiness. Every things destroyed by this lustiness, as Sigmund Freud taken and do analysis from childhood to young age, 5 stages about the survival energy as well as the libido energy. He used the term libido, which is nothing but survival energy, and this libido energy is always used by a human being from the childhood, and they have divided this energy, this process of libido, in 5 stages till young. From childhood they explain about it, and to younghood. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna already before 5,000 years ago told this concept in name of sinful activity, which things is responsible for this sinfulness. Which things? God very confirmly and strongly told Sri Arjun that only lustiness is responsible for that. Before 5,000 years ago, Lord Sri Krishna told to the world, same as the student of Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, also used the word collective unconsciousness. They have added one more concept, taking all the 3 concepts of Sigmund Freud and one concept of collective unconsciousness added, which is nothing but, which is a thought, a share of thought which come from the ancestor of a human being, of a man or woman, This is come from ancestor, a thought, a chain of thought, a share of the thought come from there. And every human being are attached each other, as he told, in the collective unconsciousness, a new term or fourth term added by Carl Jung, Dr. Carl Jung. This is also told by Lord Sri Krishna in before 5,000 years ago, under process of a small body given, and which small body belongs to 18 element. As I told you in previous speech, 18 element, that is 5, 5, 5, 15, and 3 more, that is intelligence, mind, and ego, superego. I call its false ego, that is ahankar, man buddhi ahankar, false ego. These 3 things, which is and 15th element, and these 3 combinedly known as the 18 element, which goes with the soul on time of death of a human being to rebirth. When the rebirth taking place, these 18 elements with soul take rebirth, and these 18 elements belong to share of previous, not only previous, but this coming from infinite. This small body which go out from the dead body and take rebirth again, this small body will take rebirth with the soul. This small body have a lot of memory of from the infinite, and this memory create a nature of human beings, a behavior of human beings, and they work in auto mode sometime due to this natural behavior of human beings. And this natural behavior, a particular nature of human beings, different to each other, not the same, as I told in previous speech. So this Carl Jung's 4th concept, that is collective unconsciousness, it again look like as Lord Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago. Carl Jung visited in India, as we know, because of this I could connect. Okay, Sri Bhagavad Gita and Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud. So Lord Sri Krishna is very good psychoanalytic scientist in 5,000 years ago. He told already how you will finish your visad and anxiety, how you will finish your distress, how you will finish your delusion, which created by this lustiness, this desire of sex, this libido. He told already. So Lord Krishna expressed in verse 37 to say Krishna this is a very sinful enemy of a human being. What? Lustiness. And then Lord Krishna compare in verse 38 with the fire and told that in chapter 3 verse 38 and told that as a fire is covered by smoke, is talking about this smoke. This lustiness is nothing but a smoke. As fire is covered by smoke, as mirror covered by dust, and as embryo covered by womb in a woman, and similarly the consciousness, the knowledge and the discretions is covered by this lustiness, this libido, this desire of sex, this sexual instinct. These covered the knowledge, your consciousness, your discretions, your intelligence. He told. Then